Hi, this is Candy with Riverside, Iowa Paranormal. Welcome back to our Paranormal, Psychic, and Metaphysical Festival at the Rock Island YMCA. And you are in for a special treat right now because I have been joined by Josie, my Riverside, Iowa Paranormal sister, and Jason Skinner, both of who are members of Silent Explorers. Thank you both for joining us today.
Yeah, good to be here.
Can you tell viewers what Silent Explorers is?
Gladly. I would like to add one of our members for Silent Explorers, our other member, his name is Michael Beal. He's also on our team. I just wanted to make sure. So the team consists mostly of the three of us. And then the reason that we ended up setting up Silent Explorers is because it's exploration from the deaf point of view. There's a lot of hearing paranormal investigators, but there's not really a breakout for any deaf and hard of hearing people, in the paranormal field. And I know that there are a lot of deaf and hard of hearing people who are able to see spirits who have experienced things that are paranormal, and so I want to be able to really showcase the differences between how the style is done when you're a hearing paranormal investigator versus when you're a deaf paranormal investigator. And also, we started traveling and just to educate people just about our experiences, how we investigate, and it's been such a pleasure really just getting our story and our message out there.
Josie, how did you get into paranormal?
I mean, really, I've been involved in the paranormal all my life. I don't think I can just name a specific instance that kind of started it. I just think it's been something that I've been aware of my whole life.
How about you, Jason?
That's a big question too, and it started when I was younger. I would see things that would make me confused, and I always felt like I had this gift or this ability to see spirits from a young age, and that could just continue. It's something that I've grown up with.
Yeah.
So you have psychic abilities? Spirits?
Yes, I do. And same thing with me. I do have some abilities. Yes.
What obstacles, if any, do you feel that you have to overcome being a deaf paranormal investigator?
When you have hearing paranormal investigators, when you go on live, some of the obstacles we face is a lot of the material out there's no captioning for. So that's something that we try to encourage the paranormal groups and blogs and stuff. There's a lot of software that has the auto-generated captioning. It does make it harder to learn about the field, and we try to make people aware of, with technology and a lot of the equipment is made depends on sound, so it's just finding some of the obstacles is finding some of the equipment that that's accessible to us that we're able to use, and people try to depend a lot on the ghost box, and it's like, well, what about being deaf people? We have equipment, we need equipment that's more visual, so that's some obstacles that we faced. And also another thing that I'd like to add is, when we look at the way just the techniques for investigating, we see the way that hearing people are able to investigate. So it's just, I guess we want to just more foster a partnership and teamwork. And so the hearing paranormal investigators are also able to see how how we do things too, and then we can collaborate together and we can find ways that work together as a team. And a lot of, hearing people will depend on their sound and what they hear. And obviously that's something we depend on, the smell or the feel or the sensation, or just, our eyes are more sensitive, because it's like when you lose like one sensation, your other senses can become stronger. So we're just really dependent on the visual feeling too. And also, I agree with everything that Jason said, but I'd also like to say, when hearing people look at deaf people, I want you to see it, not as something that, oh, this is going to hinder you. No, it's something that can really enhance the paranormal investigating experience. It's something that, even with the deafness, it's an asset. We can bring something else to the table,
I agree with what you're saying, Josie. I've learned that firsthand, having the opportunities to investigate with you and see the evidence you capture, and how, like you said, I rely a lot on what I hear, but then seeing you rely on your eyes and point things out to me that are there that maybe I didn't see, or the smells, it gives me goosebumps just getting to collaborate with you.
Yeah, and collaboration is wonderful, because we're all here to share our experiences, and it's nice if you can say, hey, I heard something, and I can say, hey, I felt something, and then it's more validated, because you have two different types of investigating, being able to validate the same thing.
What is your favorite way to ask the spirits to communicate with you?
Myself, I do have different types of equipment that I use, and I've bought several types of equipment that I'll like, and then I'll use, or it's been a lot of like trial and error, so we use some experience to to communicate with the spirits. I also use my own tools that I come with, is like the sensations and how I feel to know like when a spirit is present, or like different smells in the room as that might change, and just kind of the feeling of the room. And when I kind of feel that connection with the spirit, and then it's like I can feel the presence, and then know that we can start communicating. Yeah, and it's spirits can kind of access my abilities, and they know how to communicate with me. Sometimes you have some spirits that are more comfortable using equipment, and some that more use our sensations, some that are more visual, that want to communicate different ways, because all of the spirits are different. And sometimes you get spirits that are a little bit more resistant to communicating, like, hey, I don't want to communicate right now. Just they do with like hearing investigators as well, And I tend to get equipment from America, and I have gotten some from the UK too that I've tried out.
What is your favorite place to investigate?
It's in California. It's a place called Locke. It's the old Chinatown in California, has been one of my favorite places. And then in Nevada, I went to the Nevada State Prison, and that was super active. And for me, the Malvern Manor, I just went to Nevada, and I can't say that I've ever had an experience that's topped the Malvern Manor until I went to just recently to the Nevada State Prison, and I would have to say the two are equal.
I liked the piece of evidence that you got, Josie, on the Malvern investigation that we had together when you were with Riverside, Iowa Paranormal. The spirit that looked like they were signing to you on the wall. That was awesome to see. And for viewers at home, there's something about Josie, and Jason, the spirits seem to. They get some of the best evidence you can imagine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've been really fortunate. We've gotten some really good evidence. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. You can go ahead. Yeah, it's so easy to sit here and just want to add all of this information, but I'll wait.
No, if there's anything you want to tell viewers that you feel they should know, this is your chance. We'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm going to turn it over to you two and let you two speak.
I'd like to add is just that our goal for Silent Explorers has been really to just bridge the deaf and hearing paranormal communities to build that collaboration. You know, is something that we really want to see going forward. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Yeah, he took the words out of my mouth. So
I guess we'll leave it at that. And I want to thank viewers again for tuning in. And if you would like to buy any Silent Explorers merchandise, you can visit their store at thriller.events. They have t-shirts, some awesome stress balls, bracelets. Or there's still time to stop by the Rock Island YMCA at 500 20th Street in Rock Island, Illinois, and stop down and meet the wonderful team. They're a great group. Thank you
for having us here.